forward about, hey, what are some potential long-term dangers of using this type of medication?
So that is absolutely probably the most important question for me, and the question that I get asked um, probably the least amount. And it's really funny to me that people don't consider this. When I decided to go on this, I went all in, deep dive, crazy before I kind of gave myself the stamp of approval to go with this. And when I look at the literature, there initially the early literature from about to about 2.5 years ago does show some association with cancer, specifically multiple endocrine neoplasia and medullary thyroid cancer. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to give this. I'm never going to take this in order to do it. But all the subsequent studies have completely distanced from that. In fact, some really high quality studies with very large amounts of participants, which gives it a lot of power, have shown no association whatsoever. And again, those early studies are cautionary, and then once we study it more, we get a better answer. So that's a big one for me, that kind of that has been removed. And really, I think that any kind of association with specifically those two cancers has been pretty fairly drubbed out of the literature. The thing that we do have that is concerning to me is muscle loss, and that is very prevalent throughout the literature. The stand 1 and stand 3 trials showed over a 2-year period with diabetics that if they lost 100 pounds, 30 pounds of that was muscle, connective tissue, and bone. And that's unacceptable. If you just for an example, if you starve yourself and you lose 100 pounds, you'll only lose 15 pounds of muscle, bone, and connective tissue.
Wow.
The great part, though, is then the studies right after that, where they actually said, look, we're going to put you on this high protein diet. We're going to put you on these exercise. We're going to make sure that we counteract some of these things. Those studies show the same exact loss of muscle without those things, the same exact 15% with the starvation, but a 7.5% to 9% muscle, bone, and connective tissue loss with the high protein diet and with the exercise. And so if we pair those things, we actually beat starvation, which is the first diet ever to do that. So that's kind of a groundbreaking thing. And I think that's what initially got a lot of the scientists on board with this, and a lot of the pharmacists is, wow, we're beating starvation. Nothing beats starvation. It's always better to just not eat, right?
Hmm.
But this is the one that actually does that. You retain more muscle, which directly correlates with longevity, with health,